Hello friends, welcome to International Critical Thinking Foundation. Friends, we are all familiar with the epic stories of Mahabharata. We know that in the battle of Mahabharat, it was Pandavas who won and Kauravas who lost. So the question is, why did Kaurava lost when they had so many great warriors? Was it because Pandavas had Arjun or Krishna? The answer is no. The Kauravas army had much better fighters and they would have never lost if Dronacharya would not have succumbed to a fake news about the death of his son. Friends, we are all familiar that when Dronacharya was the captain of or the army commander of Kaurava, he was invincible because Arjun could not have defeated him. So a ploy was made. Accordingly, Bhim killed an elephant whose name was Ashwathama and gave a news to Dronacharya that Ashwathama has been killed. Now Ashwathama, as we know, was the name of the son of Dronacharya, and he thought that his son has been killed. But he did not believe. So he cross-checked with Yudhishthira and asked him whether Ashwathama has been killed. Now Yudhishthira was already tutored to tell half-truth or to say the truth in a way which is actually a lie in part. So he said, yes, Ashwathama has been killed, but not sure if it is elephant or a man. Now the second part, when he was speaking, then there was big trumpet sound and all that, and so Dronacharya could not hear the news. He surrendered, he put down his arms, and then he was killed by Dhrishtadyumna. Now friends, the question is that if Dronacharya would have used critical thinking, he would have saved his life and also given victory to his army. And he did not do so. The battle of Kurukshetra or Mahabharat was lost because of lack of critical thinking by Dronacharya. So let's understand what is the meaning of critical thinking. Critical thinking is the systematic evaluation and analysis of information and ideas to form a judgment or decision. That means before we form a judgment or decision, we must systematically evaluate and analyze whatever information we are getting. So how do we do? First of all, we must objectively consider multiple perspectives. Instead of just relying on one source, try to find multiple sources. Secondly, question the assumptions. That means what are my assumptions? That should be questioned. And the third is that we should try to seek an independent supporting evidence before we accept a claim. Now in this case, for example, if Dronacharya would have cross-checked or ask again question from Yudhishthira, okay, Ashwathama was killed, who killed him, where he was killed, what time he was killed. If that question would have been asked, Yudhishthira would have immediately told him the truth, and then Dronacharya would not have succumbed to that fake news. Or he could have cross-checked from his own army commanders. He could have asked some Kauravas also whether Ashwathama was killed, and he would have known the truth. But he did not apply critical thinking. He did not try to find the truth. As a result, because of this fake news, he was killed and Kauravas lost the war. Friends, likewise, in the modern time also, we are surrounded by fake news coming from all directions, from newspaper, from the media, from internet, from social media like WhatsApp, Facebook and all that. And we generally just gulp it like a truth. As a result, we are misguided, we are victimized, we are exploited. And therefore, it's very important that we protect ourselves from the fake news, and we must always apply critical thinking before accepting any information to be true. For example, we should never have blind faith on anything. So if some claim is made by somebody, some extraordinary claim, we must always cross-check. Secondly, if the information is coming from an enemy or it is coming from some opponent or rival, we must double-check that before we accept that claim to be true. So friends, if we apply critical thinking in our day-to-day life and develop a habit of it, we will not be succumbing to these fake news, and we should be able to achieve success and happiness in our life. So I hope that you understood the importance of critical thinking and apply that in your life, and that is how you are going to lead a happy and successful life. Thank you very much.